Hey, welcome back to Marriage Month. We are doing a bunch of videos with our counselors to give helpful marriage tips so that your relationships can go smoother, healthier, better as we lead up to Valentine's Day, because February is a big month for relationships. So thanks for being with us today. We are with Sally Blackburn, who's one of our therapists here at CFS. We are glad to have her. She is one of our experts. How long have you been with CFS, Sally?
A little over 6 years.
Awesome. We always say she's the smartest therapist because she has like 4 doctorates and 3... She hates it when I bring this up.
Yes.
But you have 2 masters and a doctorate,
Yes.
and so she's the smartest person at CFS, and she hates when I talk about that. But I love that because she is awesome. So what are we going to talk about today, Sally, as far as relationships?
I was going to talk about the 5 love languages.
Oh, I love that.
By Gary Chapman. It's a book, and there's also a website online that people can go to.
So can you buy the book on Amazon?
Yes.
And the website is free. So you can go on the website and probably get the same information from it.
You can get the information. You can also take the test to see which one of the 5 love languages you're highest in.
Now, can you have, because I think I have more than one. Can you have more than one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can have 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Can you have all 5?
I guess it's possible.
I don't think I've known
I don't know. I haven't
it,
seen anyone have that.
I love the 5 love languages. I think it's a really helpful tool. Tell us about the 5 love languages.
The love languages are acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, and gifts.
Ooh, I can only ever remember 4 of the 5, so you did really good. Okay, so let's go through each one of those, kind of briefly describe. Let's start with acts of service.
Okay.
What is that?
With that, you express your love by doing acts of service for other people. And that's also how you like to receive love. This is not a person that would say, I love you a lot, but they'll do a lot of things for you.
Okay, so it's actually physically doing something
Yes.
for someone.
Yes.
Is an act of service.
Yes.
Would vacuuming count? If I
Oh,
vacuum
yes,
around? Okay.
definitely.
But it may not count for some people.
For some people, right.
Okay, because I know my wife says it doesn't count for her.
Oh.
She's an acts of service person, so it's more getting her tea and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
So acts of service, physical touch.
Physical
Talk about that
touch. That can be intimate touch. It can be holding hands. It can be cuddling, hugs, anything like that with physical touch.
one. Okay, good. And then quality time. What is
Quality
that?
time. With that, it's mainly uninterrupted time. It's time that you get to spend just with the other person. It can be going out and doing things together, spending time alone, dinners, things like that.
Okay. So can that include kids, or ideally it wouldn't include
Ideally
kids?
it wouldn't, but it can. Sure.
And quality time, can that be, do you have to be focused on the couple, or can you just be doing independent activities in the same area?
You can be in the same area. They prefer that you do something together.
Okay. Okay, so this is where it gets confusing. So we've done acts of service, physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation. What is that?
Words of affirmation, you give love and like to receive love by talking and telling someone you love them, or giving them a compliment.
Okay. Now, when we talk about compliments, is it better for a compliment to be vague or specific?
It can be either way.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. So you can say things like, hey, I really appreciate you. Or
Yes.
you can say, I really appreciate it when
you did
do
the dishes.
X, Y, Z.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we got one left. Let's see if we can remember it. We
Gifts.
get access gifts. Thank you. So what is
and
gifts?
that's giving and receiving gifts. With that, the gifts are very meaningful, and people will pick out gifts that are very individual for that person, and they really enjoy getting a gift that means a lot to them, more so than maybe saying I love you or doing something for them.
So one of mine is gifts.
Oh.
And one of my favorite gifts is when my wife makes me cookies. So it's not a gift she buys, I guess, unless you count buying the chocolate chips. But that to me is a gift because she had to take time out to do it, and that's one of my favorite gifts of all. So gifts don't have to necessarily be monetary.
Right.
Okay.
That is correct.
Excellent.
It can be something you make. It can be a letter.
Ooh, good ideas.
Things like that.
So what I'm most impressed about is that we both remembered all 5,
All 5
without
of them.
forgetting them.
Right.
I think it was really helpful. Check out the 5 love languages at 5lovelanguages.com. A great website. It's a great tool to use to work smarter instead of harder, because you're probably already working really hard at the relationship.
Right.
So it's best if we work smarter. So thanks for joining us today. Sally, thanks so much for all your efforts and your intellect in helping us. I really appreciate that. And we'll see you again real soon.